This is The Mind of Marchese, live from WMSC 90.3, Upper Montclair, New Jersey. Every Wednesday from 10 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Hello.
Yes, hi. Is this the Mind of Marchese?
Yes, you are live on the air. News, weather, politics, comedy, movies, phone scams, and music. This is the Mind of Marchese. Hold on tight, because we're starting right now. If I get my mic on in time, look at this. Alrighty, and welcome back to the Mind of Marchese right here on 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair. And we are here right now at the second hour, back with Charlie and Mr. Brian Goldberg. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Doing very good as we just get our levels set. So Brian here is running for U.S. Senate right here from New Jersey. And he's going to tell us a little bit about himself, and we're going to be interviewing him for the last hour of the Mind of Marchese. So, Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm a businessman. I have a business in Central Jersey. I live not too far from here in West Orange with my two daughters. My business is a decorative concrete business.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I actually had an IT career. So I'm 40 years old, and I'm running for the United States Senate. What else can I tell you?
All right. I have a couple of questions here. Basically, the first one is, why are you running for U.S. Senate? Like, just tell people why
Sure.
you decided to take this upon yourself. It's like, campaigning is really hard. You never get a break or whatever.
Yep. Well, I could break the question down a couple of ways, but to that, I've been involved in a lot of political campaigns over the past years, and maybe that's part of it. I've helped a lot, and I figured for all the hard work, I might as well put my name on the ticket as well. So I definitely feel that I bring certain qualities as a business person, not the typical person running for office. And as a party supporter, I've been very active in politics for about the last 12 to 15 years. So that's a little bit about why I'm running in general. The second part, you could break down the question, why am I running for the Senate? And, well, I want to do this full time. Right now I've been running a business, and it's a little hard to run a business and run for office as well as hold the office. I have friends that are elected officials, and I have the utmost respect for their ability to put the effort forth and do that work at the same time that they hold down a full-time job. So I want something, a position where I can dedicate all my effort to serving the people as an elected official. So I looked around, and the first thing that popped up that would make sense maybe be to run for Congress. And I support my congressman, Rodney Frelinghuysen, and I wouldn't want to primary him. I think he is doing a great job in Washington and want to keep him there. So let's keep him there. I did not have any intention to run against Governor Christie. I think that probably would have been suicide. Just ask Barbara Bono. She can
She could tell us a lot about that.
yeah. So I definitely did not want to go down that path, and I'm a supporter of his, so I thought that would make sense. And then the opportunity came up a couple years ago. I saw that Frank Lautenberg, his term was going to be ending this year, and so I started putting some pieces together to think about running this year for the U.S. Senate. And sadly, the senator passed away last year, and we had a special election to fill the seat, and I actually tried to run in that election. Unfortunately, we had 1 week to get the 1,000 signatures that are necessary, and I was able to get about 600 signatures, and it took me a couple of days to get organized and decide I was going to do this. Once I did, I had about 3 days, and in 3 days I collected about 600 signatures. So I'm pretty proud of that, but obviously it fell short, and I wasn't able to get on the ticket last year, but I had my eyes set on this for a while, and now Cory Booker, well, we need to go after him and let him serve his 1 year, one term, and get him out of office. So.
Well, definitely, Bart. Just something jumping on that because Charlie and I actually watched very closely the debates last last time when they ran against there. And now, do you feel that maybe Steve Lonergan could have done anything different or something to have a better shot running against Booker?
I think that there were two things working against Mayor Lonergan last year. Number one, Corey already had a base that was really, really helpful for the shortened election season. So whereas Mayor Lonergan had run before for other offices, he didn't really have that base that Cory Booker did. So that was one thing. And then, unfortunately, when I was actually out collecting signatures, people would ask me who else is probably going to be running in the primary. And I mentioned Mayor Lonergan. And I always explained that I felt that his heart was probably in the right place, but sometimes he didn't explain a lot of his positions very well, that it didn't connect with the voters.
Yeah.
So that was something that maybe he could have done a little differently, but I think that's his that's his personality, and that's just the way he felt he wanted to spread his message. I have a little bit of a softer message. It's a more positive message. I like to use the term that I'm relentlessly positive. Stuff goes wrong and you just pick yourself up and move along.
Definitely.
And I like to think that the party I support, the Republican Party, we are the party of hope. We believe that people can succeed. And that's the message I'm trying to bring. It's a positive message. I want to energize people to get behind me and get behind the party, rather than sort of this, we're just going to be against him.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, coming off of that, like Steve Lonergan, do you think he has a shot at Congress?
So the statistics are a little twisted on that one. Supposedly he won that congressional district in last year's special election handily.
Yeah.
However, there were certain very, very normally, you consider them safe Republican towns in that district that did not actually go for him in the special election.
That's actually interesting. I never.
Yeah, I think Moorestown was one that I saw mentioned, and there's several others. So, there's some concern. I know that I believe an elected official recently sent a letter out regarding this issue and pointing out that there were certain places there that he was very divisive and did not carry the day. So, can he win? He certainly has the name recognition. And last I heard, there were 16 people in the field. So
there's a lot of people in the field.
Yeah.
And I guess like the one county down there, he went down there and announced his candidacy, and there was this whole entire like big press event thing, and I don't know. After that, like his campaign basically just kicked off and everything.
Yeah.
All I hear is like, oh, Steve Lonergan's down there. You don't hear any of the other candidates.
Yeah.
I think the other candidates are trying to work through the party establishment, not through the public. Because the first thing to do is to win the primary, and to win the primary, it's very much about energizing the party base. Those are the people who are going to show up for convention. They're the ones that are going to come out.
Right.
And sadly, one really strong strike against Steve Lonergan was that he actually came out against the Sandy Aid, and he's running in a district that got the most Sandy Aid in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah.
So, I don't envy either him for having to try to backtrack that, or his opponents for trying to counter his name recognition. Although, then again, I'm going up name recognition, Senator McTweet. So, I did say that on the air. Oh, shit.
Your first attack on him. I put that down on the record.
We've got Twitter too, at Brian 4 NJ. So.
You mean you're a tweeter too?
I'm not as aggressive. Most of my tweets right now are linked to our Facebook profile.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna like retweet everyone like Cory Booker does?
I don't know how he finds the time. Like just trying to follow a Twitter feed and keep up with
that's
all
what
the
he's
things.
doing in Washington. He's just tweeting.
I don't get it.
He has that like energy meeting. Oh, well, what'd you say?
That's how I was tweeting. I sent it a tweet. I was Instagramming. No?